So Tiger Ambush, go ahead and grab yourself some of this cool merchandise. It will be linked in the description or the comment section. Thank you for the support and enjoy the video.
What's up, you guys? It's a Tiger Master 360XC. And if you want to let me know some topics and various things that you think are interesting to cover, let me know in the comments. Remember to turn your notifications, like, comment, and subscribe. And welcome to Chit Chat Fridays with the Tiger Master. Look, I got back on Instagram after like a month break where I was figuring out, basically I was pretty much working on concepts for my comic book Chaos, which you can read on Webtoons or on Patreon. And also I was kind of working on what direction I'm trying to take my account. So like a little update before I get into this little rant or whatever. Basically what I'm going to be working on or focusing on is my comic, and that means that I'm going to try to zero in on my content and focus more towards my comic and more towards my original characters rather than being so varied. Because when I was looking at my Instagram, I was just like, dang, like, you go to my Instagram, you don't even know what the heck you're really looking at. It's pretty much everything, right? So this is where I kind of link into what I'm about to talk about. So I was like looking at my Instagram, and then I was looking at Instagram in general. I was scrolling through my feed, and I realized how much I got out of fan art. You know, fan art used to be super duper fun for me to draw, and I don't necessarily have an issue with fan art, but it's like because everyone draws fan art and draws like the same thing over and over and over again, then I feel like I've gotten like completely out of fan art. And what's ended up happening is that I scrolled through my Instagram feed, and now I'm kind of like unfollowing people because I'm so tired of seeing fan art. I'm tired of seeing fan art. I'm tired of people drawing the exact same things. And what's crazy is that people can draw the exact same thing and literally get like hundreds of likes. And then you can draw your original characters. Everyone's like, oh, LOL, what is that? People act like you just drew something out of this world and crazy. When you draw fan art, ooh, bringing those likes, it's crazy to me, and it's just uninteresting. I'm tired of seeing the same thing over and over again, and here comes the curse of fan art. So when I first got on I guess any type of social media, DeviantArt, Pixie Eve, YouTube, I mean everything, I drew fan art. I was a fan artist, but I would like to say that I took my little spin on things. I didn't just draw, especially when it came to digital art. Like, here's the difference, okay? This is the difference, and this is why I liked DeviantArt way more than Instagram. It's because on DeviantArt, people would draw like their own spins on fan art. I never got tired of fan art. I haven't been on DeviantArt a long time, but I have been on DeviantArt since 2008 up until I feel like really like 2018. So like 10 years of DeviantArt and looking at various fan arts, and like also on Tumblr, and I never got tired of it. Because the type of community that was on there were people who were unique when it came to how they drew characters, fan characters. Like they explored, I guess, more. It was more deep into the fan base. You know, it's like you never really saw the characters in an anime or a video game doing this. So what DeviantArt would do, they would draw the characters that everybody loves, doing things that people wish they could see. Basically fan service, right? Because you can't, like, the original artist might not have time to do that, or it doesn't fit into the show itself, but you always have like exploration, like what if the character did this. That's the type of fan art I enjoy. But when I got onto Instagram, it's like a whole, I mean, this is Instagram in general, it's just a whole lack of originality. That's kind of what YouTube has become in a way too, but not too extreme as I feel like Instagram, because people have figured out with Instagram, in order to work with the algorithm, you have to keep drawing similar things that have already made to the explore. Whereas on YouTube, you can still be pretty creative and original and still actually get somewhere. But on Instagram, it's a little bit harder for some reason. And what tends to like blow up is fan art. And what ends up happening in my experience from being a fan artist is that a lot of my fans, and maybe this comes into the algorithm or whatever, when I stopped drawing fan art as much as I used to where now it's not really an often common thing, all of my followers just poofed off. I used to draw fan art all the time. I have a whole sketchbook just filled with fan art. And that stuff actually got pretty high up there and got me up to like 2,100 followers. Now I'm at 19,550, something like that. But it's like nowadays it just keeps declining or stabilizing. Whereas when I was drawing fan art, it just kept going up and up and up. And it's like, here's the curse of being a fan artist, is that once you draw fan art and you get fans who like fan art, all you kind of like cursed to do for the rest of your time is draw fan art. And it's really not, unless you do, like, here's what makes it worse. And this is the thing I've noticed with Instagram versus DeviantArt. DeviantArt, people would draw it in their own style. It was like very serious thing in DeviantArt to draw or to like steal people's art. It was very serious. People will call you out if you drew the exact same thing as someone else. So people always were trying to give their own spins. There's like communities where people would even post you up in a group and be like, hey, this person's a tracer. Hey, this person doesn't draw original art. Blah, blah, blah. You'll be known. On Instagram, on the other hand, it's almost encouraged to draw literally the exact same things you see as you Google. And it's like, once you do that and you literally draw in the art style of like the anime or video game, people just expect you to draw the exact same thing from now on. So like, if you try to add your own style, some people get, oh my gosh. Some people get turned off to that. And then it's like, once you start putting out original characters, people literally just disappear. People literally disappear. And it's not necessarily 100% intentional, like these people intentionally disappeared, but it's the fact that the algorithm on Instagram literally is looking for similar content to what your followers follow. So if your followers are following fan art, then Instagram is going to be looking to promote people who draw fan art to your followers. So if you start drawing original art, that's not going to be promoted to those followers. So what ends up happening is that your engagement keeps going down and down and down. And then your account's going to basically die. And it's going to be really, really hard to build it up and build it up. It's like, that's why, maybe this is just thinking about the past. You got to move forward, Tiger. I honestly miss like DeviantArt so much, or Tumblr. Honestly, I miss Tumblr more than DeviantArt. And it's just because, well, both of them. If DeviantArt had like a good app, people would still be on there. But honestly, Amino probably has pretty much taken over what DeviantArt once was. I recommend checking out Amino. But essentially, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, just the creativity of the art community. Once DeviantArt and Tumblr went down, everyone moved to Instagram. It was just like, everybody just went down when it came to creativity. And then, of course, with the algorithm making it so hard for original art to get up there. Like, if you look at what's in your Explore page, it's pretty much like the same thing. People just reposting other people. You know, it's crazy. People can repost other people and get up there, but a person can post their own art and not make it. Isn't that not crazy? Like, people can repost your art and get like hundreds and hundreds of likes on that same artwork, but you post that thing, no way, Jose. Everyone's like, nope, you can't get somewhere with that. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm honestly completely turned, I don't know, I don't want nothing to do with fan art anymore. Unless it's original fan art. Fan on, almost. Because it's just lame. Instagram is just lame. And then when it's like, TikTok was kind of forcing people to be original. Because that's just the environment of TikTok. Like, literally forcing you to have some type of originality to your artworks. And then you come find out TikTok is like literally stalking the living daylights out of like your phone and your information, your data. And now I'm like, I don't even want to use TikTok anymore, because honestly, I don't want something to happen to where my data ends up getting put on the black web or on a dark web or something like that, and getting sold. I don't want that. I don't want my information. I want my credit cards out there. I want my, I know that Facebook is pretty intense when it comes to taking people's information, but it's like TikTok, if you do your research, is on a whole different level. And then it's like, gosh, you could be given to a whole other country. Like, your information could be out there in a whole different country. I don't want that. So I don't even know what to do anymore. Do I just focus on YouTube? I don't even know what to do. Anyway, that's just my little rant about fan art. Honestly, I don't really have an issue with fan art. I only have an issue when people draw like the exact same type of fan art that's been done before, or drawing the same type of, like, basically just drawing the same thing, like same style, ain't doing any type of difference to it to make it creative. It's very boring. And I'm so tired of seeing it on Instagram. I'm glad that I'm really like looking and searching it for original artists, so I can like change my feed or something, because it's really aggravating at this point. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your opinions in the comments. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you have a great and wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Are you dissatisfied? Do you want to see more content from the Tiger Master? Well, go ahead and join me on patreon.com/thetigermaster to get exclusive content, including sketches, work in progress, and comic book pages. In addition, there's also Patreon exclusive merchandise. So join me today on patreon.com/thetigermaster, and thank you to all of those who support me on Patreon. Thank you, and I hope you come back next week for another video.
Happened to me that really blew the crap out of my mind, and I don't understand why people don't like, I don't know, man. I only had this problem happen to me once. I've never even thought this was like